right? The wax that I've told you all about that's been, spreading throughout the land surrounds Joth. And the only thing that keeps it from being engulfed by the wax is the great dragon god Thraxus, who keeps the wax at bay. Once a year, a tribute is paid to Thraxus, and he comes, and the tribute is both treasure and sacrificial victims. Don't want to get on the bad side. So you know what? Those of you who've been to Joth before, it's a terrible, cramped place. Eat a lot of mushrooms there. It's stinky. It's crowded. It's not nice. And if you're lucky enough, though, you could maybe become a seeker and be sent out to various locations outside of Joth to look for various treasures that can be used for the tribute to Thraxus. But we are not in Joth. We are in Blackfish Bay. Blackfish Bay is a little backwater place that one of the other characters came here via Savory Cove. You can go overland, actually. I don't have the extent of the wax on this map, but you can go overland south from Joth to Savory Cove, but that's all kind of swampland, and the wax has a hard time getting into the swamps, right? And then you come upriver through Heronsford, which is, it's abandoned, and people don't like to hang around there long. And eventually you get to Blackfish Bay. Now, your characters could be from Joth, you could be from Savory Cove, or you could be from Blackfish Bay itself, all right? So you can decide that if you're locals or not, all right? So now, change the map over to here. And everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay, so you can see that if you did travel to the Lake of Talons, whereas Blackfish Bay is located, you came up the Mistweaver River through the swamps, and the town of Blackfish Bay is right there at the opening. Okay, in the distance you can always see these stone. They look natural, but they're in the middle of the lake, rising up. These three kind of spikes of stone that locals say is actually the petrified claw of some great beast or demon that slumbers in the lake. Right? And you can see that on both sides of the lake, it's forested, and in the distance you can see the hills. The locals call the Rumble Down Mountains, but they're definitely not mountains. They're hills, but that's what they call them. All right, and probably far off in the distance of those hills, you can see a lonely tower on the left side of that river that's heading up north. Okay. All right. So, what I've done is, because you're all new, can anybody see the Blackfish Bay job board? Is there actually anything on there?
Yeah, you had a few things on there.
I did have a few things on there?
Like 3 or 4 jobs, yeah.
So you guys can see that. I can't see it. That's weird.
Well, I don't see it on Roll20,
Discord?
but like on Discord it's
on
there.
Discord. Okay, yeah. You don't see it on Roll20, eh? Okay. All right. I don't know why it's not loading things. But, oh well, we'll go with that. Okay, so the job board, that is, there, okay. And this job board is in the general store, okay. Now, lately the big news around town and everybody who knows about is this black dragon that's recently showed up and has been spotted around the lake. There's been some people that have gone out looking for it and haven't come back. And there was also a cleric of Asgrim who a while ago. Wow, everybody okay?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
That's the Black Dragon, I think.
That's the Black Dragon.
Is
All right. So, anyways, you've heard of a cleric, an acolyte of Asgrim, Brother Dirk, who was sent out by the main priest at the Shrine of Asgrim there in town to go look for a sword. You see, in the middle of town. Here, put over here. In the middle of town. Okay. See the map there of Blackfish Bay. Okay. So right here. Let's see. What's the? How do you get the pingy thing on this?
I think you could just hold down your left button.
There you go. I did that. I'm not seeing it. I don't know why. Huh. I can't do it. But anyways. Yeah. In around.
Try double clicking and hold the second click. I think that does it.
Okay.
Shows a circle and small. Shows a circle and a smaller circle on my end. It pinged red when you did it the first time.
No, that was me. I was the one that was doing it this here. Yeah.
Ah.
I'm back. Sorry. Sam just needed something. Okay. So, right there, where that circle is a very old statue of a knight. Okay? And locals know that as the statue of a knight of the old Jothic order of knights. And his name was Sir Esborn. And long time ago, he supposedly defeated a dragon that was roaming around in this area. And legend says that he does have a magic sword that helped him defeat the dragon. The priest of Asgrim had sent Brother Dirk out of town to find the burial mound of Sir Esborn and try and retrieve that sword. But he's never returned. All right. So last time we played, there had been a couple of characters had gone out to that burial mound and started poking around in it. And I guess they gave up and came back to town. So let's see what happens there. But anyways, you guys can take what's on the job board, or you can go look for this burial mound, whatever you want. All right? It's up to you.
Okay, so is it automatically assumed that we all know each other?
Yeah, let's just assume you all know each other, okay? We'll just make it easy.
All right.
All that. You meet
Small
the tavern.
place.
It's a small place, right? You know? I mean, you can all say you're from here if you want, or you can just say you've just arrived in town. Whatever works.
I'd never be from this pit. Look at this job board. This was written by an idiot. 1,000 gold pieces for a black dragon? That's absurd.
And there's a picture of how the town kind of looks there. It's a little miserable place. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, this is starting different than I thought, because I just realized that none of you were involved in any of this before. So none of your characters. So we got it. Yeah.
Okay, it won't make me any less grumpy.
Okay, good. Good. At least you're consistent.
Yeah.
All right. So, you've also heard that, when you look at that job board there, you've got, there was a missing supply boat coming up from Savory Cove. Actually, the some of the locals call it Unsavory Cove because the people there kind of got a weird look about them, you know, buggy eyed.
Well, that and it's a shithole.
Well, yeah, that too. Okay. All right. And you have heard from locals that some people had gone looking for this missing supply boat, but unfortunately, it was never found. All right. And what's the other thing that's going on around here? The Quentin at the Bad Bass Tavern. He keeps having his beer stolen from his loft above the tavern, and for 100 gold pieces. He wants to get the culprit who's doing that. And Arn, the weaponsmith, he's got a shortage of iron. He used to get a supply of iron from a family of dwarven brothers who had a mine up in the Rumble Down Mountains, but they stopped coming to town a couple of weeks ago. And his iron supplies have been quickly used up over the last couple of weeks, and he's had to actually go out and hire people to get bog iron for him out in the fens there, swamp.
Well, that's the only one that gets us out of town for a few days.
So,
also, this on good terms with a weaponsmith when we need him.
All right. So, what would you guys like? What would you like to do then? Which task would you like to go with? Not everybody at once.
Well, what is our party, by the way? I guess since we don't really know each other, what is everybody's characters? Let's find that out before we decide what our task is, so we know what we're maybe.
We got 3 clerics. We got
three clerics. I thought we had 2.
We got 3 clerics, a fighter, and a halfling.
Gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. And they're all first level clerics, right? So like none of them.
We're not doing much.
We're just gonna take turns doing first aid on each other. Great.
and turning.
So we have
First aid if you're lucky.
Yes, we have 4 fighters. We have 4 fighters and a halfling. It's essentially what we've got.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Well, it looks like we have a choice here. We can either go kill a dragon, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. A general store owner looking for a missing supply boat from the Savory Cove. Well, that's definitely riddled with bandits. Quentin at the Brass Tavern keeps having his beer stolen.
That seems like a terrible crime.
Yeah.
One that deserves justice.
Yeah, I think that might be the first one. I would definitely put that as a priority. And the last one would be frickin' bog iron? Really?
Bog iron.
I'm gonna go to the bar. That's the one that I vote for. What about you, young men? What do you think?
It's safest to go that route. That's my vote.
I'll follow you lot. I'm just looking for chances to do good.
I'm gonna hit him in the top of the head with my cane. Don't be a prude. Do it for the money. Come on.
100 gold to find some lost beer seems.
Not even to find
like
the beer.
He
just wants to find the thief.
Yes,
That's
he only
true.
wants to find the thief. I want to find the beer.
Yes, I thought. Keep the beer.
Keep the beer.
Find the thief, and collect
Tell
the
him
gold.
it's been drunk already. Yeah.
All right. So you. So what was the decision here? We wanted to do? I'm sorry.
We're gonna go to the
beer.
3.
A beer. You're gonna go
Beer.
Bucket of beer. Yes. All the Canadians in the room can all sing the song. The Americans are going, "What the hell is that?"
All right. So there's all these catwalks, wooden catwalks in between the buildings that are on stilts, out on the lake there, of town. And as you're coming to the Bad Bass Tavern, which is number 7, you can actually see that there's a couple of guys putting up a new sign. All right, and the sign that has the angry-looking fish on it has been unceremoniously dumped on the catwalk there, and they're putting up a nice new sign, freshly painted, and it's now called the Mossy Moon, right?
The Mossy Moon.
Mossy Moon Tavern.
I wonder what brought about such a change.
I wonder what befell the tavern owner.
Well, we know what
The signs look blurry after a couple cups.
All right. So you go in there,
Yeah,
if you wish. Okay. And you can see the owner is busy new signage inside as well. All right, and he's like, "This better work. This had better work." Okay, and he's talking to his wife, you know, and they're talking about rebranding and stuff, and you know that maybe this will help things out, get business going, but they got to find out what the heck is going on with missing beer, right? So you guys come in, and if you want, you know, he'll serve you up an ale. All right.
It's watered down a bit.
I'm gonna look around and see how many other people are around.
How many other people are around? It's actually pretty quiet. Let me see here. We don't. What happened there? I heard dice. All right, yeah. So there's about 4 other people in here. You know, they don't look too impressed with the news. You know, you can tell they're kind of joking about the name change to the place as if it's going to make any difference. You know, and they're even talking about the watered down ale that they serve here. Right?
Naren takes a healthy sized gulp and then spits it everywhere. Who would steal this?
Now the owner looks very embarrassed. Okay, and his name's Quentin. And he's like, I'm sorry. I kind of leans. He says, I had to water the beer down because I'm running low. My supplies.
Did you just dip the water out of the lake outside?
Please. Look, I got.
I pick a piece of something out of my teeth that came in when I took the just disgusting look on my face. This is terrible.
Quite literally swamp water.
Is the mossy part? Is that what did you strain the beer through it?
I got a minnow in mine.
See, look, I'm sorry. Okay, like I'm trying my best, but every night I go up to the loft in the morning and something's happened and there's another keg missing of my beer and I'm not getting any replace. I was waiting to get some from Savory Cove on that last supply boat, but that went missing too. So, you know.
Do you have any locks to put on the place? I mean, how can someone steal one keg a night?
It is locked. That's the thing.
And
What
they're
do you
getting
mean
it
by
down
something
from this lock?
happens?
Say that
Is there a
again.
noise? A bang?
No,
A flashing light?
no, nothing. Did you say something, Joth?
Yeah, you said you store it up in a loft.
Well, yeah, we don't have cellars here because we're built over the water. Right?
Yes, but someone has to lift. You're saying someone's taking it down from the loft without making a sound?
Noticed.
The physical keg is missing?
Yes.
How big are these kegs?
Well, they're not like huge kegs, you know. They're like that one over there over the bar, you know. You got the little spigot in it, and it's not huge. It's not like a 45 gallon. You know, we're talking like a keg, not like a barrel, right?
What are the ways in and out?
No. You misunderstand me. I'm sorry. The kegs aren't missing. They're empty. Somebody's drinking the beer up there, but I don't know who is because it's locked. So who's getting up there?
I would guess someone who has access to the key. Is there more than just yourself?
Well, there's me and the missus here. But
Has she been friendly to you recently?
Has she gained any weight? Has she looked fatter than normal?
No, she's fine, all right? No. Look, the key is around my neck. See, it's always around my neck.
Do you have any unsavory types that help you out around the bar?
Well, these 4.
Those are just the locals, all right? Gosh.
What about those men we saw changing the sign outside?
Yeah. What the heck's that? Their name? Bowie and oh my gosh.
Have you tried sleeping with the beer?
No, I haven't tried sleeping with the beer. No. No. I've set them
you're
up.
willing to part with 100 gold pieces and you haven't slept with the beer yet?
Well, no. I haven't slept with the beer yet. No.
Does he look
This
portly
tavern's
himself?
totally going to go under, isn't it?
Yes.
Feel like it's going under whether we help it or not.
Come on now, please. I mean...
Who's leading your new marketing campaign? The Mossy Moon?
Well...
Yeah. You realize that moss doesn't grow on the moon?
Look, and he's like giving his wife a dirty look across. She's wiping down tables. It's like, it was her idea, okay? So, just...
What was the old name again?
The Bad Bass. Kind of liked it, the way it rolled off your tongue. Bad Bass. Right?
Yeah, it was
Bass,
badass.
Yeah, without having to say it, right? Like, I thought that was pretty clever of me, right? But...
Yeah.
Yeah. She wants
Okay, could we see this room that you're storing this beer in?
Sure. Right. So he gets a hook that's on a stick there, and he pulls down because it's unlocked already, and he pulls down like one of those trap doors that come down from
Like an attic?
like an attic. Yeah, like an attic, right? But up there you can see there's like some sort of there's a winch rope, for hooking up the kegs and bringing them down through that hatch. All right. So yeah, it's up there. Just you see, come on, follow me up here. Right.
Nevin scrambles up.
Is there room for all of us beer?
It's pretty tight. But yes, I mean, there's other supplies up here. It's kind of low roofed up here.
It's okay, Naren. You could be my eyes. I'll just stay here. You give me a full report.
All right, Naren climbs up in there. He starts scrounging. Anything that doesn't look like beer, I'm kind of like just pushing out of the way. So like if you've got any of these other supplies, they're just getting pushed up against the far wall, so I have a clear view of the beer.
A clear view of the beer. Okay, all right, I see. You can see that there is a number of empty kegs. All right, that have been left lying around in disorder. But
is it dusty or anything up here?
Yeah, it's dusty. Yeah.
Any like little footprints or signs of other people that may have been here before?
Why don't you roll 6-sided dice?
Why don't I roll 6-sided dice? 4.
No, you don't see any sign of anybody traipsing around in here.
I start tapping the kegs to see which ones are full and which ones are empty.
Mm-hmm. All right. And out of the 15 or so kegs, you can see that 11 of them are empty.
I start pitching I start rolling the empty ones down and out. I'm like, these ones are all empty. Get them out of here.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, what? And you're rolling them down the...
Yeah, I'm just sending them down the chute.
Oh, no, okay. All right.
The empty ones. Only the empty ones.
Hold.
Okay. All right. So he's kind of upset about that because
I'm like, heads up! Here comes empty kegs.
Oh,
Okay,
shit,
I'll try to grab one before it leaves. Okay, an empty one.
Are you trying to stop him?
Yeah. Or what? D6 for that or what?
No, just make a dex check.
The dex check.
Oh, I thought I was the only one up here. Am I the only one up here?
I thought there was a couple.
No, sorry. Yeah, I didn't speak, but I wanted to go up to see the kegs to see if I could lift them. All right, the fighter of the party. But so whether or not he was up there already, I'm climbing up there. Whether I'm poking my head up at the time or whatever. So I'm wanting to call a stop to it as the barrels are rolling toward me or whatever.
As the barrels are rolling towards you, you want to stop them from make a dex check, CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got a 2.
2? Yeah, okay. So you stop the barrels before they go crashing down into the main room of the bar.
All right. Whoa. No, use your head.
I am. Getting rid of the empty ones so we can focus on the ones that are full.
No. Leave one empty one up here. Spike it. and you will find your culprit asleep the next morning.
You just fill it with the lake water.
You won't know the difference.
Yeah.
Do you water the beer down before? Like, is this beer watered down, or do you bring it down and then water it down?
No,
yes.
I water it down after I bring it down here.
Oh, well, that changes everything. I'm staying up here for a while. How many kegs were full up here?
4 kegs.
Yeah, there's only 3 full ones up here.
Okay, I'll look at the proprietor and say, if your money's good, we'll have your culprit in the morning.
All right. Okay.
And so, yeah, that's what I gather with the
I
guys.
have my doubts that this money is good at all.
You can also see, I don't have a map for this, but there's also another doorway in the loft here, okay, on an outside wall, all right? And it locks from the inside.
Locks from the inside, yeah, but he's already posted that on a job board, and I'm a pretty imposing fella with my girth and constitution and strength. But
right.
Nevertheless, that's what I want to do. I want to spike it with something to make him either not dead, but so we can catch our fish live.
A laxative.
Yeah,
we don't want to do
a
anything
laxative.
unseemly to this fellow. Just
Yeah,
knock
who
him out.
Who are you
Relaxative
spiking?
in there.
Make him sick.
They want to spike. They want to fill up one of the empty kegs with something and spike it, so that hopes that whoever is coming up here to drink it will drink the spiked keg
one. Yeah.
and not the other ones.
Okay.
And hopefully incapacitate them enough that we can capture said person.
Okay, so now, what are we going to spike it with?
Naren has lost all interest in this plan and has gotten into the mysterious 4th keg that no longer exists, and is sitting in the corner drinking that, kind of just looking around the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking with
There ought to be an alchemist.
The
I'm going to
alchemist?
straight up just ask Naren if it's even worthy of being stolen.
Ah,
A large belch. A large belch. This is significantly better than what's being served downstairs.
Okay, taking a look at one of the empty kegs, how did they get into it? Does it show like it was just busted open with a blunt instrument?
Just
or-
turn the tap.
well,
He's just draining.
no, they've got the what's it
The
called?
bunghole?
The bunghole. The bunghole. Okay, knocked out.
That has a big
Right.
Canadian thing.
No, that's what it's called. It's called
That's
a
what
bunghole.
it's called, bunghole.
That's where the term comes from.
That's where it comes from. Yes.
I watch too much Beavis and Butthead. So, if we're spiking drinks, then the alchemist in this town ought to have something for us.
Yes.
I think spiking is... Yeah, I'm kind of with Naren on this one. I think it'd be completely random that he's going to be taking, one out of the 3 existing kegs, and he's going to pick the right one.
So we fill 3 with swamp water and hide the actual beer. Maybe.
I'll take care of the actual beer.
But I was going to say, but then you would know that. But then you would know that someone had actually, someone's onto him, and that someone had changed something. If we were just to give him the water.
By then he'll have drank enough to sleep over the night.
Use your
Naren,
heads, man. We can bed up here. One of us call out a
Yeah,
alarm.
Naren volunteers to sleep up here. I'm good. I'm small. This area is small.
We need
I've already kind of
somebody
made my little cozy
cognitively
corner.
awake and aware up there, not for snickered.
Yeah,
I'm not
and is
for
it always
sure.
at night that it seems to
will
go
be by
missing?
nighttime, but
Yes.
we're-
It seems to be at night that it goes missing. Yes.
Okay.
You'll be sloshed
You
and slumbering.
you misunderstand the drinking prowess of the halfling.
Your snores will.
Give me a second. I just gotta go tuck Sam in. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
but that's what I suggest. Either give him a relaxative or pass out.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a druid around that probably has some sort of a route that can clear your system within the span of a
Exactly.
couple minutes.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah.
And we got four y'all, right? I mean, four clerics.
3.
3 or 4, yeah.
We're not multiplying.
Well, nice.
Yeah, one of us is sistering somehow.
You can put your heads together and come up with some kind of, weed in this swampland that would do the, or some kind of the poison from a dark frog or something.
No, Ignis is just through osmosis becoming a cleric. I believe.
Yeah, just roll and see if you.
We all just
maybe there's a toad.
We all just take turns trying to convert you.
Yeah.
Yeah, have them. There has to be an animal or a plant around there that would suffice.
And so let's talk to the alchemists. Let's see what they have for us.
Alchemy.
Yeah.
It's all hogwash.
Actually, he's not that far away. He's 2 bones over.
Yeah.
The alchemist. That's who you want to go see?
Yeah.
That's who I'm going to see.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so who's going over to the alchemist?
Me.
It's starting to sound like an expensive plan.
Naren calls down. Naren calls down to the owner and is asking for some food.
Food? Yeah.
I'm going to be here for a while. I need something to eat.
Okay. All right then. All right. And reluctantly, he sends
a jar of sardines or something.
Sends up a loaf of bread and some smoked fish. All
Excellent. Right. So Naren's going to hunker down and eat and casually sip beer while staring at the grouping of kegs.
Okay.
I'm too much of an old man to go too far on this journey. I will wait here with Naren, just in case.
Keep him from drinking all of the rest of this beer.
Yes, of course.
I'll
just grab a mug and then start going upstairs.
Limit him to the one keg.
All right. So who's going to the alchemist?
I'll go.
Who's that?
Go as well.
You got to tell me who you are, because a lot of your voices sound the same.
You don't know our voices.
Oh, Rurik goes.
Oh, okay.
Just the collective eye.
Okay. So Rurik and Jasper are gonna go.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is Dell's character going or?
Nah, I'll make sure that y'all stay in line.
Sure.
You're gonna stay there too.
I'll be downstairs, but just kind of eyeing the place, the coming and goers, to see if anybody downstairs might be the culprit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The two of us then to the alchemist.
All right. So Jasper and Rurik go to the alchemist. All right. So yeah, there's a bunch of you can see through the. It's got one of those counters that kind of open up with a awning sort of idea, right? And there's all kinds of weird things bubbling around in there and cooking and all kinds of plants hanging from the ceiling, right, of this place. And a very sheepish, thin, bookish young lady, well, she's probably in her 30s, I guess. You can see is, hard at work at a mortar and pestle, putting together some sort of concoction. All right. And, yes. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, my dear. We are looking for perhaps some sort of herb or concoction that we want to, I guess, indispose someone for quite some time.
Oh, all right, okay. I see. And
we want it to be obvious.
You want to be what?
We want it to be obvious.
You want it to be
they
obvious.
Won't wake up. They have some loose bowels, something along those lines.
I see. Very well. And she has all these little drawers in a big kind of cabinet with all kinds of small drawers, And she reaches into those and pulls, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and mixes together something in the pestle and mortar right there in front of you. And then she seals it up she folds it up in some paper. She kind of like makes a little, envelope out of the paper, out of the parchment, right? And she says, this should do the trick. You must...
Now, will
yes.
this still be effective if it is diluted in some liquid?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes. As long as, not too much liquid, but,
How much is too much?
well,
Quantities.
I wouldn't have more than, I don't know, a pitcher's worth of liquid.
And how much is this?
Oh, yes, very well. So this is 10 gold pieces.
Kind of elbows me, I guess. Roll my eyes and step forward.
I guess my thought was, I kind of whispered to, is it
okay.
Ruach or Ruach?
Yeah,
is that how
Ruach.
you pronounce it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm concerned over the quantity of beer that we're going to be putting this in. I thought we might need some more, but 10 gold pieces, that's going to cut into our profit margins.
There are 5 of us. I suppose we could split it 5 ways, but I'm willing to pay the front on this one if it means getting a thief off the streets.
Yeah. All right, very well. I can contribute 2 gold off the bat, and you can take the rest out of my share.
Tell not the rest of our group this, but I'll cover any shares that aren't paid by any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Are you
So
just buying
I'll,
the one packet of this, or did you want more?
suppose it's 3.
Go ahead.
Suppose it's 3 kegs. We could use. What's a
Well, my line of thought here is that we may need more than one packet to sabotage even one keg, and for it to be effective.
I've only 25 gold on me, so
And I only 4.
good lady. Suppose we buy 3 of these. Would you be willing to sell it at a discount for larger quantity?
Well, I see. It's a larger quality, a bit of a discount. I could go as low as 8 for the other 2.
I believe that's a fair trade.
No, I mean 8 each, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd sell 3 of them for less than just one.
Okay, so two at 8 and 1 at 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So in a short time, she sets you up with 3 little parchment envelopes of her concoction. Okay. Aaron has tucked himself into the attic and, in halfling fashion, is trying to melt into the background of the room. Okay. All right. So,
before we head back, I just want to peek my head into this other tavern.
A fine idea.
The Sodden Coffer.
Yes.
Yeah, it is on
I have
the
a
way.
suspicion who may be involved, but I just want to familiarize myself with the employees there to get a better sense
Crawford.
of
Yes.
who may be the sick one.
I see. Yes. Well, as you approach the sodden coffer, you can already hear the sounds of boisterous sounds of tavern goers there. And the place is quite a bit more busier than the Misty Moon. That's for sure. Smaller, but quite a bit more bustling. And you can see a halfling. Did you go inside? Is that what you said you did?
I was just peeking my head in. I mean,
yeah, you can see the obviously he's the owner, a halfling. And he looks very jovial, very happy, very talkative, and you can see that there's obviously his wife, and there's 3 halfling maids running around serving up ale to the patrons, and there's shanties being sung and squeeze boxes being played, and it's a very lively, happy.
Do I, while peeking my head in, do I notice maybe any mugs of ale that haven't been collected yet by the halfling maids? Like empty ones?
Oh yeah.
Or
sure. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to quickly slip in and try to get some, find one that has just, a small swig, even if it has to be a few of them, and just take a taste of the ale.
Just take a taste of the ale.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What happened there? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So you take a taste of the ale, and tastes very nice actually. Not at all like the other stuff. Not at all.
Oh, okay. I hadn't actually tasted the other stuff yet. I was going to when we got back.
Okay.
But,
I can't think of anything. What's going on?
You can just tell.
It's probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to get a very nice ale, and you can see that there's a sign over the bar that advertising, I guess you'd call it, this stuff called Foxtail Brew. All right.
Yeah, 100% not stolen.
All right. So, are you heading? What are you doing next?
I'm ready to go back unless Ruick is more interested.
I'll follow along where you're going, unless you have any other ideas.
No, let's get back and go on with the plan that we have.
We'll find out who it is soon enough.
Indeed.
Okay. So you go back to the newly named Misty Moon, and actually, I'm just going to cut back to before you guys get back there. I'm going to cut back to Ignatius and the others. Okay. While you were waiting around, you overheard a couple of the patrons in this, very quiet, dingy bar, and they were talking about how somebody named Gregor had discovered a very strange thing up in the Rumble Down Mountains, which are really just hills. And he describes it as it was almost like it was somebody's dried skin, like a husk, and it looked like all the bones had been taken out, and this person's skin had just dried up. It was terrible thing what Gregor had said about it. Disgusting. And he hopes he never sees anything like that again. I wondered how that could have happened.
And that was in the hills?
Well, he's with
What's that?
Ignatius.
That was Gregor said that.
Yeah, Gregor said that, and he said that was from the hills, right? Or the
Yeah, it happened up in the hills.
The center of the lake is the roll down mountains.
Okay, no. Hold on. I'm gonna go back over to here. Okay. So.
The hills are that part way up there in the north. Yeah.
Up here at the very top. Yep.
Yeah.
Which if Neptune was here, he could tell you more about up there, but he's not. So.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not.
There is very pretty looking hills.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so Gregor's the fellow talking. All right.
No, they're talking about Gregor is the one they had overheard from Gregor. He had told this tale.
Yeah.
So they're just saying that.
I initially thought, but they're just around me right now, around Ignatius. Right?
Yeah. They're just like shooting the shit, having a brew.
Yeah. As they're talking, do I recognize Gregor's name? Do I know him?
You're a local, are you?
Yes.
Yes, Gregor. Yes, he's known as Gregor the Hunter, and he is he's a one-armed hunter now. He was actually a member of a group of folks that had first gone out looking for this dragon, and had encountered it, and had lost his arm to it. Mm-hmm. More recently, he had been acting as a guide for another party of adventurers who are currently in the area.
Okay.
It's likely dead. Okay.
All right.
As I'm listening, stories, the whole lot of it, and I'm sitting down at one of the tables, and I see if they, I say that in their direction.
Right.
And then I lift up and I'm kind of eyeing them out the corner of my eyes. I take a drink.
Are you trying to be clandestine about this, or you're trying to be?
Yeah, I'm trying to make him a little bit argumentative.
Okay. All right.
I'm a little.
And then I'm going to make an effort. Yeah, I'm going to make an effort to get myself out of the loft because Naren is probably kind of trying to hide himself. So I'm just going to make myself like as loud as possible, like leaving, so that people think that it's me that was making all the noise up there. And then I'm just going to sit.
Yeah, and Naren has he's kind of made himself into got a little nook in there, and he's kind of moved stuff around. So if somebody just was to stick their head up and not know he was there, they'd never see him. Type idea. He's just he's kind of using his hobbit's ability to hide while he's up there.
All right.
Still sipping a little bit on the beer, of course.
Of course. So then Ignatius, you're kind of looking at these guys and you're
indignantly, and just like,
and they're like all of a sudden they're looking up at
like
you,
they're believing some kind of fairy stories or whatever like that. When I'm being more realistic.
One of them says, "You got a problem? What are you looking at us for?"
You got a problem with ignorance. So spreading the rumors, lies.
Lies. This is the truth. This is the truth. Gregor told me himself.
Gregor. Maybe he had too much, and I kind of laugh and wipe the foam off my lip and flip it like that.
You should not speak that way, Gregor. He's a brave man. He lost his arm to the Black Dragon, among other things.
Black Dragon. Then I throw my head back and really give a belly roll at it, and turn around and slap my knee as I steady the chair back. Black Dragon, my arse.
You are calling me a liar?
No, I'm calling you naive for believing all the lies. You're just parroting what you've heard.
And he starts to rise from his seat, but his partner there, he kind of grabs him by the shoulders.
Yeah, I put my hand as I lean back on my pole, which I've got a pole arm, and then I tip it and tap it on the edge of the table, and I look at him like I'm going to use it on him, and then when he sits back down, I'll smile and then call for the proprietor's wife to bring me another ale, or him, either way. I thirst, and I slam it back down, and I kind of sneer at him or whatever like that, and roll my eyes and wait for the ale to come by.
Let's just do a reaction thing and see what this guy does. Where is it? Oh, I got 3 of that.
You better apologize if he knows it's good for him.
Okay. Well, no, now he's getting angry at you, but still his companions are keeping him in check. All right. And they're like, we don't want any trouble here. What am I doing in my map here? Holy mackerel! What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, we don't want any trouble here, sir. Okay. All right. And
now, if you wanted trouble, you would chase down the black dragon.
I was gonna. Okay, so as I kind of come down the stairs and I'm kind of seeing that Ignatius is being kind of a dick, I'm just gonna come down like with my old man cane. I'm gonna kind of come over, just kind of hold down his his polar arm as best as I can against the table.
Right.
And I'll just be like, "Not here, you idiots. These aren't your enemies yet.
Idiots.
Save it for the field."
Talk about idiots. I say halfway under my breath, and then I glance toward everyone around me. Well, I know Gus as being more of a rationalist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just okay. That moment.
In a way, so I kind of do that, and I still myself a little bit and quench my thirst even further. I'm supposing.
And then what I'll do is I'll kind of like flip a coin, I guess, over at what was his name? Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin. Yeah.
Get a piece of bread for all these men.
And then I kind of throw my head back and laugh again, and then do another drink and set it down. Sit down with me, Gus, and I pat the table. A drink for my friend.
So wait. First of all, so Gus, what were you asking for?
Okay, so I'm just gonna pay for like a loaf of bread, like a meal for everybody, like the cheapest I can get. Like I'm just gonna flip them like a gold coin or something, right?
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? No, let's make it a silver.
Silver. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So for silver, yeah, you can get a loaf of bread. Okay. For everybody.
Okay, I thought he was flipping it to the table over there for the guys.
Is that what he's doing? It's just for those guys?
Too, yeah. I mean, like, here, get yourself something to eat.
Yeah, that's when I remarked for the storyteller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they kind of accept that begrudgingly, but they get their bread, and then they just kind of go back to talking amongst themselves in more hushed tones.
Okay.
All right. Okay. At that moment, Jasper and Ruach re-enter the inn. Okay.
Yeah, and I guess we kind of feel the tension in the air as we kind of step back into the tavern.
Yes.
I kind of look around at everybody a little bit wary and go approach Gus and kind of mumble what's been going on here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just this idiot trying to stir up the other idiots.
Seems like common business for him.
Yeah. Yeah, so what did you guys waste your gold on?
Well, we got 3 pouches of this herb mixture that is going to, I guess...
Let's say it'll take care of our problems.
Yes, it'll make it quite apparent through the thief.
I kind of like hold up a hand to kind of shush him and look around at everybody else in the room and like we can't let too many people know of this.
I was going to say you didn't need to give me all the details either. I'm sure you guys got it for a fairly cheap price. Well, do it with what you must. Me and Ignis... I'm sorry, Stella, I'm going to keep on getting your name wrong. Can I just call you Igna? Is that cool?
Ignat.
Ignat? Okay, Ignat. All right, I guess I'm going to just sit here with Ignat for a while.
All right.
Well,
You should call him
Ruud, should we go put this in?
Yes, I think we should go.
Let's see
let
if there's
Nevin know what we're up to.
Yes, see if he left any ale for it to even be stolen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
He's a halfling.
So So you like I said, there's 3 full kegs left, and a partial one that Niren's been kind of sipping on. So what are you doing? Are you taking like 3 empties and putting your powder into each one of them, and then what are you putting beer in there? Are you putting water? What's the?
Perhaps we should hide 2 of them and fill
only
2 of the empties.
one.
Fill 2 of the empty ones up with lake water, and then dump all 3 pouches in the one that Naren has been sipping at.
Naren does not like this idea at all, and strongly objects.
That would be the one to water down with swamp water.
Well, is Darren talking the third person?
He does now. Yes, he didn't until this moment, but yes, Naren says Naren loudly protests, and the voice kind of comes out of nowhere because you didn't see Naren because he was hidden away. So as you guys are discussing this, you hear Naren loudly protests, and
Is there a narrator?
And then jump.
All right.
Well, I guess my thought is that we want this to be as potent as possible. So if we add it to the one that Naren has been sipping at, it'll be stronger than one of the full ones. And we don't have enough to put it in all 3. So the thief may know that there's 3 kegs left. If we fill them with water.
While you guys are discussing, Naren's filling up his water skin, and once he has it filled up, he goes, "Fine, your plan makes sense."
All right. Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that's the best plan that we have. We hide away the full caskets so they don't go to waste. We fill this half-empty one with water, and we tap it. We spike it, and then we'll have our thief tomorrow.
All right. Well, let's get to work.
Okay. So you go about your business, setting up the spiked ale, 2 other kegs with lake water in it, and hiding away the rest of the beer, which only leaves poor Quentin with 3 actual kegs of beer.
Naren, while they're going about moving around kegs and what have you, Naren sticks his head down through the hatch, tries to get the attention of the wife, and asks her for as many spoons and forks as she could spare.
Oh, okay, all right. And
what's he up to now?
I don't know. Play the spoons or something. Yes. So she brings you a pile of cheap cutlery.
Okay. And then once I have that and everybody has finished spiking said keg, I'm going to scatter the silverware all around the keg and on top of it and what have you. And then slink back into my little hiding spot.
Okay. Do you want to then? Is there anything else anybody wants to do before we jump ahead to the evening, the night when your plan is going to be sprung?
Is this food pretty terrible?
Is this what?
Is this food? Is it pretty terrible?
It's the mossy moon.
It's it's not very good.
You get what you pay for.
Damn it! Don't you have any spice? Put some salt in this.
Well, that was coming on that supply boat too. We're kind of getting our salt and spices are
Try some more.
out.
Maybe it'll make it better.
So the food's not that good. It's like a.
All right. I was gonna say, well, what I'll do is, I'm just gonna go out in the back and cook something, like something, something appetizing. Quinthax, Quinthax would look at this and be like, insulted that I actually offered this to the other gentleman.
Oh, so you're going to go into the kitchen of the tavern?
Yeah.
And let me just see here. Hold on. Let me just see here how that goes over. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, not too bad. The missus there is kind of like, she's kind of happy to have some extra help out there, and some, she'll take your assistance. Sure.
I'll be like, all right, young missy, do you have any butter or lard?
Oh,
put some flavor into this bread.
A little bit, I guess. Our supplies are getting low. But she does, yeah. She brings out a little crock, that has some butter in it. Right?
All right, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and try and make a better meal if possible. Completely unrelated to the story. So.
Totally unrelated to the story, but that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. So let's see. So you're looking around the kitchen and trying to make something, and
deep fried fish sandwiches. There we go.
Deep fried fish sandwich. She's like totally amazed. She's like, I would never even thought of that. What? You're going to put the fish in between two pieces of bread?
I'm gonna try.
Wow, that's genius. Wow.
Was the bread sliced? Did you just invented sliced bread?
2 whole loaves of bread.
No, he's got to rip open this loaf of bread and stick this fried fish in it.
Confounded woman, no! Put that hand down! Get me a knife.
What? Oh, okay.
A knife.
A knife, yes. And in no time, you have made the first fried fish sandwich to ever be made in Blackfish Bay.
There, try that damn sandwich.
And she takes a bite of this, and she's like, "This is amazing. We should put this on the menu."
You've just changed the economy of Blackfish Bay forever.
Achievement unlocked.
Oh,
it's the blessing of Quinthax. Remember,
Quinthax. Oh, you must tell me more. Wait, you know what? Maybe we get some people to come here and and we could sell these, and you could tell them more about Quinthax. That would be really.
That sounds amazing, and you could give me 10% of whatever you make off these sandwiches.
Let's see. Oh, I don't know about that.
The smile comes off her face instantly.
Totally off her face, right? She says, "I'll tell you what. I'll let you name it. All right. What do you want to call this meal that you've made?"
A small miracle of Quinthax.
Small, kind of wordy, don't you think?
We can call it a Quinthax Club if you want.
Oh, I like that. Okay, Quinthax Club. Love it. Okay, so now we have the Quinthax Club has been invented, and she's.
Does it need a rasher of bacon to be a club?
To be a.
Does it come with cheese?
Cheese. Cheese on it. It's.
Americans.
Jeez. All right. So, so you've made the sandwich. Okay. So, is there anything else we need to do later on before we get to the that night?
We just had a whole role play event about inventing sandwiches.
I know.
It's actually more than that. Actually, I'm actually spreading the word of my goddess.
That's what you're doing.
Oh yeah,
she's all about the festival and all about eating decent meals and meeting people.
Yes. All right. So let's skip ahead to the evening now. Okay. So it's later that night. Who's up in the loft? Just
Niren's up there hidden away.
Okay, and the rest of you are down below in the common room.
Well, how many other rooms are there besides the kitchen? And
there's a kitchen. There's their private quarters.
Okay, so they live here.
Yeah, they live here too.
Yeah, There's not really an inn in here, right? It's just the tavern.
This is just a tavern, yeah. The other place is the other place does have some sort of sleeping quarters.
The other place, you mean the other tavern?
Yeah, the Sodden Coffer. Yeah, it's got like a common sleeping room above this, right? So I guess if you guys are staying around, they would just.
I'm going to pull a chair up outside of their private quarters. Like, I'm not going to watch them sleep, but I'm going to sit outside and make sure none of
It's
them
a little
sleep.
creepy, yeah.
I'm not going to watch them sleep, but I'm just going to keep an eye on them while they're sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing other things, I'll totally look in.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hey there, what you doing?
For research purposes only.
Only.
Maybe this will, point me towards a particular god to be worshipping.
There you go.
She keeps saying,
Oh
my
God. Oh jeez. All right. So so Jasper is.
He's just going to be keeping an eye, make sure that,
right.
it's not one of these two people
Right.
that are sleepwalking or sleep stealing.
Sure. And the rest of you, Niren's up in the loft. Where's Gus, Ignatius, and Ruach? Where are they?
Okay, so Gus is just totally going to pass out at a table and fall asleep. If they make enough noise, I'll wake up. If not, I'm going to sleep here and find out what happens in the morning. So,
Yeah, I'm passed out by any kind of fireplace or whatnot.
You're going to be by the fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll kind of be in that area too, just kind of nodding off by the fire.
Is there going to be anybody watching that other door? Remember, there was a door outside. I mean, Naren can see it up in the attic, but is anybody going to watch the outside of that door?
The outside of that door, yeah, it's it is actually over the outside of that door is over the water, eh?
Oh, is it?
And there's one of those, like a beam there. You have a winch, and looks like things are loaded up through there too from the water. Okay,
So it's kind of like a loading dock type of deal.
It's like a loading hatch right on that end of the building. Okay. So
I don't know if anybody want to watch. I'll be able to see it from the inside, but I don't know if anybody wants to watch it from the outside.
they'd have to stand like at the end of this dock here, this catwalk dock, and kind of be looking around the corner up to the second story.
Yeah, well, Naren, if you need any help, I'll be downstairs asleep.
Thanks for taking watch.
No problem. Naren just sips away at his water skin, very cautiously now because it's starting to get low.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, those of you that the owner, he locks up that lower hatch. Okay. He puts his lock on. He locks it before. So you're locked up there unless you got to go out the loading hatch, the loading bay door, whatever it is. Okay. All right. So the things kind of quiet down eventually, and gets late into the evening, and all of a sudden, I want you to everybody roll who's down there in the lower part of the building. Roll 6-sided dice, okay?
All right.
Oh, and also as a reminder, all the cutlery, all the forks, the spoons and knives or whatever, are all scattered around the.
The upstairs, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
I rolled a 3.
3. Okay, you rolled a 3. So, all right, and okay. Nobody. Who else? How about Ignatius? What did he roll? Dell?
Oh. Sorry.
Dell, what'd you roll?
Maybe
Yeah, you're muted,
he
Del.
stepped away. He said he was
It's 9.
out there.
What did he roll?
9.
A 6-sided die.
6-sided dice.
You got cheaters dice?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I did. Well, I was adding a +3 modifier to it. I get a 6.
Okay. All right. So those of you that I guess none of you are really awake unless you were really trying hard to, but all of a sudden, Niran, you hear something, kind of a noise on that lower hatch. All right? And you can hear the lock pop open. And the hatch just opens up a little tiny bit. Probably no more than like, I don't know, less than a foot. Okay? The stairways that fold up from it don't even get engaged. It just opens. And then it quietly closes again. And in a couple moments, you kind of hear this. And then you can hear the cutlery all of a sudden make that sound as somebody's, tripped on it, right? Mm-hmm. Sending it scattering. Unless you.
Naren's going to stay patient and just keep an eye on the keg that he knows is been spiked.
Okay, all right. So very dark up here, right? Yeah, it is very dark up here, and you can hear Bunghole, one of those kegs, get knocked out, right? And you hear.
As I hear that, Naren's going to slowly start to move himself towards the hatch door, trying to block it off should somebody try to make it a retreat that way.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess if I'm hearing that from downstairs too, I'm going to kind of nudge Ignatius awake next to me.
All right. Well, the way you would hear that now is if anybody can get a 2 or a 1.
Oh, okay.
Hear the clattering of the cutlery.
Got it.
And maybe that keg was dropped too. Okay, so maybe that's so.
Should we all re-roll?
Yeah, everybody re-roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
5. Oh no. 4. Oh no.
4.
Oh.
I get a 9 again. I mean, 6.
Not 9 again.
It's upside down. It's the 6.
Oh, 6. Okay. Okay.
So are we just all asleep downstairs?
That's what it looks like. It's like all this is going on.
Yes.
Gus, did you? Oh, you rolled a 4. Jasper got a 5. What about?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Yeah,
You rolled a
Aaron's
4?
up there.
Oh, my
Little help.
gosh.
We're all just sleeping. Naren.
Okay, you're on your own. You're on your own.
He's the guy.
So
once
yes.
once Naren gets himself to the hatch where I feel like I've got it effectively, I'm between the hatch and whatever else might be in here with me. Naren will light a torch and quickly say, "Naren demands that you put the beer down."
Okay. As you do that, and just as you were doing, you heard like the next bunghole getting knocked out, right? You light up your torch. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here with my flint and tinder and I'm gonna get this torch going. You're saying yes. You light your torch, and you see one keg on its side, bunghole out, leaking lake water or whatever, and you see the other one is just about to go to the lips of a wee humanoid creature who's about maybe 2 feet tall. Get a big nose and
He's
pointy
a little
ears.
bit shorter than I am, type idea.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
June blossoms all over the nose.
You got him.
And like he's like got this look on his face like this is really awkward, and he's like he hands you the keg.
I just kind of direct him to put it on the floor. I'm not. I have one hand on my sword, one hand on my torch.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, just put that down, friend.
Yeah. Just don't, do not hurt Negan. Do not hurt, no, do not hurt, no.
No, I won't hurt Negan, or Nevin wouldn't hurt Negan. Which kegs have you drank from, Negan?
What?
Which of these casks have you drank from?
That one, the one that's on the ground, that's all already opened.
I would have known which one they spiked.
Yes.
Has he drank from the spiked one yet?
Let's see. If it's a 1 or a 2, he has drank from the spiked one. Oh, he has drank from the spiked one.
Yay!
Yes. Yay!
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to keep him talking here for a little bit of time to hopefully allow whatever potions or.
You can see he's trying to position himself so it looks like he does try and if he can just get to the hatch,
Yeah, and I'm making sure I'm positioning my body between him and the hatch at all times, and I just ask him like, why are you taking this beer? Have you not tasted this? It's terrible.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good beer. Good beer. Oh, yeah. Oh, very, very tired. Yes, but good beer. Yeah.
But where do you come from? I don't recognize. You're not a little person like myself. You're not a hobbit. What are you?
Cluricon. Yeah, Negan the Cluricon. Yes.
Is this something that I would have ever heard of before?
Yeah, it's kind of like a leprechaun.
Kind of like a leprechaun. Oh,
kind of like a leprechaun.
Do they like similar myth? Like if I catch him, I get wishes?
I don't know.
Oh,
let's see. What? Make an intelligence check to see if you know about.
Ooh, I likey. 1 second. Where's my character sheet at? Dang it. Because my intelligence is good actually.
Oh, okay. You gotta roll under the intelligence.
Yep, no problem. Oh, no, I shouldn't say no problem, but hopefully, no problem. Dice roller D20. What'd I roll?
15.
Oh, I did not roll an 8. Oh, no, my intelligence is only 13.
Oh, okay. So you don't know anything about these guys.
All right, so I see him pivoting to leave and what have you, and I explain to him, I'm like, listen, you're causing a lot of problems for the owner of this place. He had to change the name to Mossy Moon of all things. Why can't you buy your beer from down below like everybody else does?
Gus snores loudly near the hearth. Yes, and you can see he's obviously the drugs are starting to take effect on him. All right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep him talking.
He's just mumbling. He's not even making any sense anymore, and before you know it, he just kind of falls straight back on the floor.
All right, I'm going to once he falls, I'm going to grab some rope.
Yep.
That I've got, and I'm going to tie him up. Is there like any like vertical posts or anything? Like this is an attic, right? I assume there's.
Yep.
So I'm gonna like spend a ton of time tying this guy, probably way overdoing it, like to the point where you can't almost see him. There's just like rope coiled and coiled and coiled.
Yeah.
And then once I have that done, since he unlocked the hatch, I assume the hatch is opened.
Yes.
And I'm just going to kind of kick down the hatch, the stairwell to go down, and just do a shout down and be like, "I've got him," or Naren's got him.
What?
And that wakes you all up. The rest of you down there.
I can lean back on my chair too far and fall down, lifting my cane up.
Yeah. Naren is ready for his reward.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, men. Who was it?
You can.
It's
yes. Another job accomplished by the team.
I yell down what the name of the creature is, and I apologize. It's already left my.
It's a Cluricon hero.
Yeah, it's a one of those things.
You just made that up right now.
It's a little person smaller than me, and with a big nose, and he talks funny. It's called a clericon, is what he told me he was.
Oh, of course. Can we all roll intelligence too?
Yeah,
to see if we know
sure.
that?
Yeah.
Sure. Where's my intelligence?
He's quite asleep at the moment and tied up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I succeed.
Oh wow! So Gus and Jasper. Would you roll?
Intelligence of 7.
Oh no, I super failed.
Oh, you super failed?
Yeah.
What's your intelligence?
What? I'm one of the smartest people who ever existed. You've made that up. Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody roll underneath their intelligence?
No.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Jasper, you have heard stories of clericons, and one of the things you know about them is that supposedly they have a pot of gold somewhere.
Ooh.
Okay.
So this little bugger could have been totally paying for his own booze.
Yeah, just a freeloader.
Yes.
Well, thief, I guess.
Yes.
Now, is John
Well,
going to disclose this information to us?
oh,
I mean,
yes, of course. So, yeah, Jasper says, I'm sorry, did you say a clericon?
That's what he said.
Oh,
Naren,
God.
Naren decided that, I would tie him up. He fell asleep. Your drugs worked. I don't have any beer left. But while all you guys were down here, I caught whatever this guy is.
Is he okay?
He's asleep,
He's asleep. Excellent. So, supposedly that these little munchkins have a pot of gold stashed away somewhere. Perhaps we can get this information out of him in exchange for his freedom.
so we get the 100 gold from the inn, and we also get a pot of gold.
Well, theoretically, I can't say for sure.
Naren likes this idea.
Well, yeah, if you believe in fairy tales.
Mr. Rashland.
He's smaller than I am. I've never seen his kind before.
A likely story.
Okay, well, you don't need to take part in the pot of gold.
Oh, I totally will if there is one.
He'll show us a pot of gold.
Should I wake up?
How long does this stuff take to wake him back up?
My head.
How long did we put him to
Wait,
sleep?
also, how small did you say he was? Are we sure that this isn't just going to kill him?
He's smaller than me. He didn't drink too much, but he drank enough.
Well, how much does it take to knock someone out?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
His
Naren
poo
didn't
was
try
even
it.
green.
He didn't ask for the details of the dosages and everything.
Excuse me, what?
Well, I mean, we thought it would be a full-size person. We didn't think it would be some...
Oh, this thing, whatever it is, clearly.
There goes the pot of gold. Naren's now disappointed.
Oh yes, I am gonna make a saving throw.
Save versus death?
Yeah.
Save versus poison.
Versus defecation.
Save versus poison. Okay. So just give me a second here.
But it was just a laxative, right?
Naren goes back up and starts slapping the guy in the face, trying to wake him up.
Okay, so what's his saves as a versus poison? Okay, here we go. He needs a 10. Oh my gosh, 50-50 chance. Wow.
50, all right.
50-50 chance. Okay.
I like those odds.
Needs 10 or better.
Love those odds, yeah.
And
Oh, man.
Oh.
And welcome to Joth.
So Naren's up there slapping him back and forth with his leather sling.
Yeah. Stop, he's already dead.
I've got the leather sling going, wake up, where's your pot of gold?
Like yo-yoing him with the rope. Like, wake up.
Naren, the money's gone. Stop.
I got him by both shoulders. Just Naren says, wake up, damn it.
he's frothing at the mouth,
Yeah.
And then the tavern owner
With his dying breath, he looks right at Naren and says, "No one's ever been that nice to me." Yeah.
So I just kind of once the breath stops and the struggle stops from the slaps.
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of untie him and put him in one of the empty kegs and roll it down the hatch.
Okay.
And be like, well, Naren solved one problem. You lot created a different one.
Perhaps we should have only used one packet.
How much is in a package?
We didn't ask.
Wait, is this a jar?
So, yeah. But by this point, the tavern owner and his wife are up because they can hear.
Or awake, yeah.
And they're like, "What? Who was it? Did you find out? Who?
Naren goes. Naren inquires, "What is the penalty for theft in this town?"
Usually they banish you.
Your problem has been banished, and I kind of kick the keg, rolling it towards to Iggy.
Yeah.
And you won't have a problem with a thief anymore.
Oh. And so they look at what is that? Let's see if he knows what that is. Let's see. He hasn't got a clue what that is. Okay.
What about his wife?
His wife. Let's see. His wife. Oh yeah. Oh, she's just one of the wee folk. Oh, he's kind of cute in a weird way, but he's dead.
I was secretly hoping for like a one where she's like, "Oh, I know this person."
That's
no.
getting old as swamp water.
Yeah, he was only 2 days till retirement.
He just had new babies and
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Did you kill him?
Naren says Naren did not kill him,
Oh.
No,
and then looks pointedly at the at those who then had spiked.
Yeah, Jasper and Rook. Yeah.
Oh no!
Just kind of dirt in the corner.
Bad luck.
We're going to be cursed. We're going to be cursed by the Clericons. Oh no! No! You've ruined us! You've ruined us! Oh! And she's crying into her husband's.
Just give me your money.
To be fair, the name of this place probably ruined you.
Gold coming our way.
I'm gonna hold my hand out like.
We did provide information on the thief.
Okay. Yes, you did.
We
So-
solved the thief problem.
Yes,
we
you
did
have.
say you weren't cursed. You
One
weren't
less
going to be
thief on the
cursed.
street.
Oh, for an extra 500. Yeah.
I can lift the curse.
No, I'm not
no.
playing back here. No.
Oh, no. Well, his wife has ran off to their quarters in tears, and he doesn't know anything about this, the Clericons or anything. He's like, I guess you did what you said you were going to do. Please, here, let's have. Why don't you go up there and get one of those? Actually, we must have brought the kegs of the good ale down here. And he says, please, let us all have a celebratory.
He's been drinking already too.
He's drinking. Yeah. Okay, and he says, yes, I'll go get your money.
Yeah. So which one of you worships the god of poisons?
Would that be a lawful god? I could worship it.
Oh, don't be lawful god.
It was a god of sleep that they worshipped, and it just slept very long.
Yes.
There you go.
The big
eternal
sleep, if you will.
Yeah.
He comes out with a small pouch and tosses it on the table there. he says, I was just talking to the missus there, and she says we're going to be terribly cursed, or maybe you're going to be terribly cursed. Somebody's going to be terribly cursed out of it.
I'll pick up the pouch and be like, yes, that is very terrible.
Gladly bear this curse.
First your customers and now you believing fairy stories. Give us the money.
Look! It is a fairy of some sort. I guess he says. But anyways,
realistic man.
There you've done what you said you were going to do, and I've paid you, and I'm going to have to ask you to leave now. Yes. After your beer.
Naren will say, who was it that was that? Sorry, I forget which character it was because I had stepped away from him. There was another character that went to the other bar, correct?
Oh, that
was Jasper.
Yeah, I think that was Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper and Ruick. Yeah.
Naren looks at Jasper and says, "The other bar had better beer, right?"
Much better.
To that bar, Naren
Not watered
says.
down at all.
Agreed.
$10 money there.
So we take the 100 gold and we just
use their gold over there.
Spend it all in the tavern.
All right, so you get over there, and that place is still hopping. Yeah, and you are able, if you can spend the rest of the evening partaking of the foxtail brew that they sell there for 3 silver pieces per pint.
Yeah, and the proprietors are halflings too, so.
That's right. Bentel is the name of the owner there, right? And you can get a room there in the common room for 10 silver pieces per night.
Yeah, I'll just hand out everybody's 20 gold pieces.
Naren's very sleepy.
Okay. Yes. All right, so it remains to be seen how this curse will make itself known, and
to be fair, it should only curse the people that actually killed him.
But didn't he kill himself, technically? He drank...
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. I mean, everybody knows that technically correct's the best kind of correct, so, I mean, really, he just cursed himself.
Yep. Did that.
I serve the god of technicalities.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have to see how one of their
That's
courts
definitely a
works.
lawful god.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That sounds like something that's in Logos' domain.
Yeah.
all right, so you can spend the rest of the evening making merry at the Sodden Coffer. All right, and actually, while you're there, you do see sitting in the corner quietly, not getting too involved with the festivities, you see a one-armed man sitting there, kind of just watching everything.
Hey, Iggy, isn't it that coward you were talking about earlier?
I swivel my head around to follow what direction he's pointing.
And you see in the corner is...
I've heard about you. And I bellow a little bit. And, start to get up a little wobbly since I've been inebriated.
Hammered.
Right. And you're walking over to Gregor?
Oh, yeah. More like, unsteadily. And then I try to get there and then steady myself at the table when he's sitting at.
High five.
And they're like...
And he's sitting there.
This husk guy here.
Yeah, Naren, it's not very high
Tell
for
me
you.
about the dragons. And then I find the chair and I pull it and swing it around and sit.
He tells you, he looks at you, he's just got this look of hopelessness about him, and he's got wild red hair and a beard, and, he says, you want to know of the dragon? What is there to tell? It is
what is there to tell? Seems there's plenty of to tell. You told everyone else. Now tell me. Now lean in a little bit and
I and my companions went searching for the dragon to hopefully get the reward that the Reeve had put forth, but the beast was too much for us. I was the only one who survived, and as you can see, I lost my arm in in the struggle with the beast.
It might have cost you an arm and a leg. Where did you meet this beast? Where did he devour your comrades?
I know he lives in a cave on the north shore of the lake, up in the Rumble Down Mountains.
Did you not guide another group up there?
I began to guide another group, but they were more interested in going after Sir Esborn's sword, which was apparently used ages ago to kill another dragon.
So what, my friend? I'll lean in. You conjure a story. It's brilliant, really. You conjure a story about a dragon.
You thought
just to take tours. Take willing imbeciles.
You are a drunk fool.
On tours, and then I slosh in a little bit, and he says drunk fool or whatever, and I kind of look halfway astonished about it, and stand up. Call me a fool? And I'm reaching for my pole arm, but I've left it at the table behind me. Okay?
Yes.
So I stagger a little bit. Up with you.
Naren takes the
Put
Naren
your
takes
hands
the
up.
polearm and
Hand
walks
up.
out with it.
You're taking his polearm?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I take it. I take a look up at Jorian, and I'm like, I don't think he needs this for a while.
We'd best let him tire himself out.
Yeah, the polearm's probably like twice as long as I am tall.
Right.
You're dragging the blade across the floor.
You're like trying to hide it behind your.
Yeah, I'm trying to hide it behind my back.
Behind your back, yeah.
What are you doing with the polearm?
I'm just backing up into a corner with it behind my back, so it's probably hilariously tall standing up behind me, but I think I've got it hidden from his view.
All right.
But how is he reacting to me when I'm
gonna kind of try to step in between the two of them and like kind of.
Let me see.
Kind of push.
I'm going to tell you how his reaction is to all this. Oh yeah, okay. He is getting angry.
Naren thinks you're going to get your ass kicked by a one-armed man.
Stands up.
I would take that arm.
And how about you, Naren? How about you roll a 6-sided dice? And I'll roll.
How would I roll a 6-sided?
I'm not sorry, Ignatius.
I was going to say I'm not in this shit.
Shit. Go ahead. Roll 6-sided dice.
Come on, 9. It's 4.
4. Okay. And also a 4. Okay. So no one's surprised. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick little initiative here. What do you want to do? What are you going to do here? Because he is looking pissed.
Teamed. Yeah.
Well, when I approached the table, I'd spun the chair around and sat down with the back of it facing my front. When I stood up, I braced myself on the table. Reached back, didn't see that. So now, when he's standing up, I'm grabbing the chair, the back of it, and I'm lifting the chair up. Take a side swipe. Knock him out.
Okay. So, roll for initiative.
He's a charlatan, snake oil salesman, in my opinion.
He's a one-armed bandit.
Yes, exactly. 4.
What'd you
We
roll?
rolling D6 for initiative?
Yeah.
A 4.
Highest goes first. Yep.
Oh.
So you got it. So what are you going to do?
Got it. Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
Okay.
12-hit combo and into the yard.
Okay.
Naren would like to point out that this guy might be the only thing that we know about this dragon.
Yeah, he's like
He's also
the scout
he's also
that we
like
need to hire.
He's also kind of the strongest guy in town.
Yeah.
Or he was.
He lived through a dragon fight and only lost his arm.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I rolled a 14,
watch
Todd.
this.
Are we doing
You rolled a
back-o?
4.
Yeah.
No. Okay, 14. All right, that will hit him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It hit him with a chair, which I don't know what you want to do on damage on that.
Make it a 1d6.
Come on, 9. 4 again. Wait a second, but I got a +2 melee damage, so that's 6.
Okay, 6 damage. Okay.
I hit him in his good arm.
You hit him in the good arm, eh? All right. You swing the chair, smash it against his left shoulder, All right, and he spins around and comes at you with a haymaker. And let's see what he does here. And I gotta roll. Gotta have +2 to whatever he rolls. Oh, swing and a miss. All right.
Okay, I'm ducking out the way as he's trying to get obviously past the chair and whatever. It's kind of like a lion tamer right now. So anyway, and I'm laughing at him.
Right.
I'm gonna kind of seeing that this is going on. I'm gonna kind of rush over in that direction and kind of try to step in between them with my shield. I have a shield and a mace with my shield raised, kind of.
Can I use my cane to trip him?
To trip.
It's to kind of keep him out of it because I know he's going to get himself killed.
Okay.
I'm like, no. Just let these guys deal with it. It's fine.
It's
so it's a bar brawl. Okay, so
go in with armor and shield here.
It's a ballroom blitz.
It's a bar fight.
Okay, so who's got the best initiative out of those involved here? Let's just see here. Okay, Ignatius, what's your dexterity?
Dex is 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah, no.
And is that Ruach who's going to try and get in between?
Yeah.
What's your dexterity?
Yeah, it's 5.
What?
Not good.
5. I'll be right there. Okay.
He's like
I tripped over my
running.
toothpaste.
And who was trying to trip?
Just give me a minute.
So Gus is trying to trip him just to kind of like save his ass. Because he knows if he gets in between this, it's just going to be just a huge mess. Also, he's going in with like mace and shield. I'm like,
I
that's
didn't say I was going in with the mace. I just meant like I'm going to grab the shield and go.
Okay.
I didn't mean to go in with the mace.
You're trying to trip.
Absorb
Ruach?
punches with metal. Yeah.
Oh, what's your dexterity?
7.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so actually, Ignatius will get one more swing at the Gregor before anybody can get close.
Okay, as I'm bellowing in laughter, I feel the presence of two very slow, compadres pulling up on either side of me.
Yes.
Oh man, that's 20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay. So, roll your damage and then also roll another D12 for damage.
Okay, that was 5. And
5.
now, do I add a modifier to the D12?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 and 8.
5 and 8. Okay. So he goes down. Yeah. Now this is just all subdual damage, right? But
Yeah.
anyways,
exactly.
you've knocked out Gregor, and the place goes crazy, and
I'm backing up. I drop the chair, and you know what I mean, like throw them all.
Right.
That one guy in the back starts yelling "bar fight," and then fists are just out all over the place.
Oh.
And the man in the back said, "Everyone attack!"
Yep. And because Gregor is like really well liked around here.
Yeah.
So so this big bar brawl starts. Okay, but we're just going to cut to the chase, not go through like this is a whole bunch of fighting going on, and things are being thrown all over the place, furniture, bottles, mugs.
I'm
no one's using.
Pink. I'm like, you're a hero. You know what I mean? And he hammered it up.
Yes, and you can hear the music playing in the background by what was that band that played that? Ballroom Blitz. Who was that? Anybody know?
Oh,
Sweet.
What was it?
Sweet.
That's right. So there's a guy. There's two guys with a fiddle and a mandolin. And
they have really big hair. They have massive hair.
And they're actually all hair. They're actually dwarves.
And yeah, and this music playing. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20, and if you get hit, it's just you're knocked out during this brawl, okay? But you're giving as well as you're getting, okay? So I mean, you're knocking people. You guys are those of you that are involved, okay? So
can I pull the whole frailed old man bit? Like if someone's like, "I'm gonna punch you," and I'll be like, "I'm an old man."
I'm just gonna pretend to take a hit and fly backwards out the window.
Oh no, someone who's gonna look at me, I'm just gonna fall down and pretend like I'm injured. Oh, my hip!
I'll tell you what, Justin. How about you make a charisma check and see if you can
pull that off.
Oh, I'm gonna fail this good.
Pull that off. What's your charisma?
All right.
Defense.
15.
No.
Okay.
No.
So here we go. And
He's got no charisma.
You wouldn't hit an old man, would you?
I guess he would.
Oh, jeez. I'm dead.
No, you're not. You're what's this? 3 big-haired dwarves, fiddle, flute, big shift drum, Steve, Nick, and Andy. With their names that they played this best week. Yeah. Okay. So during this brawl, Gus goes down. And you might have taken some other people with you during it, but that's the end result. Okay.
Naren, grab my dentures.
Ignatius. Okay, you do well during the brawl and are never taken down. The rest of you, are you involved with this, or are you? Ruach, you said you were gonna.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna like crack fall backwards out the window and just kind of bail.
Okay, all right.
Naren is doing his best impersonation of a coat rack with the pole arm standing behind me in the corner.
All right.
I think Jasper is going to be reluctantly pulled into the fight.
Okay, so let's see whether, first of all, does Naren succeed? 7, yes. No one bothers you. You make it through there. And Jasper, armor class?
5.
Your armor class is 5?
I'm wearing chainmail.
Oh, you're doing descending. Oh.
So
I'm sorry.
Your armor class would be 14 if you're wearing
14.
Okay. Sorry.
So, yeah, all right. So, Jasper, you're knocked out during this altercation, and Ruach has gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Gus and Jasper are knocked out before things are finally brought back under control by the owner. All right.
Naren's going to go over to our knocked out compatriots, and take a couple of gold each.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing too. Okay.
He says he says that to himself as he's doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Naren's
going to go and get himself some gold.
Naren's going to go grab some gold.
Just a bit more.
All right. So eventually, the halfling owner Bentel is able to get things under control, and the place starts to get cleaned. And your companions are knocked out, but they'll be okay by the morning.
Yeah. I sit down and have a drink, and just chuckling to myself or whatever. It was a good night.
It was a good night. Yes.
I just look everywhere and I say, "Sweet," and the guys are still playing the song.
Oh yeah,
like the Titanic,
Yeah, the only one they know.
And that seems a good place for us to bring the curtain down on this.
Sweet.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah, Ballroom Blitz is playing at the end credits.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Having a beer. Super. All right. Great.
Thanks, Todd.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's good to get back at this. So we'll try and pick this up in 2 weeks. Okay.
Sounds
Those of you
great.
that can make it.
Okay.
And,
all right. And what'd you record that on?
Actually, it's on the screen recorder. What do you call it? I can't Super 8 or something like that. But I'll upload
the default Windows thing, or
No, it was
Yeah,
something
okay.
Mark told me to download
okay.
a few years ago. But anyway,
Gotcha.
I'll upload it to the cafe. And
Yeah,
All right.
put a copy of it on the Discord too, okay?
yeah.
For those
I'll
that
put a
don't
link.
use Facebook. Okay.
That sounds great.
Super.
Good
So
night, guys.
we've thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah,
And,
thanks.
Yeah,
great.
it's great playing with y'all
Okay.
again, and great playing
Yeah.
with you too, John.
Yeah.
First time
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, it was
Super.
fun.
Okay, guys. Well, we'll see y'all next time.
All right.
Oh.
See you on the flip side.
Okay.
Good night.
Take it easy.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.